Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of mygameplay.org, where you get the latest game reviews, previews, news and everything about games and gaming technology. My name is Mihir and thank you for joining me here today. I am here today at the Intencity Gaming Lounge in Pune, which is one of the best places where you can play your favorite games and really have a good time. Now 2011 as such has seen a lot of really good titles coming out, and one of the best games that has come out this year is Batman Arkham City. We are going to talk a lot in detail about this game, but let me tell you one thing, Rocksteady Studios has really made a great achievement by creating a wonderful sequel to Batman Arkham Asylum. So let's not waste any more time. Trouble is brewing in Gotham City and Batman has to come there to the rescue. So let's jump in and take a look at Batman Arkham City.
You only had to ask.
Batman Arkham City is Rocksteady Studios' most ambitious game to date, where you again play as the Dark Knight. And while you are in cape and cowl, protecting the good citizens of Gotham City, there are some really nasty people in the crime business who are up to their old tricks. And boy, let me tell you, some of those things are really nasty. The story begins with a shocking revelation that Dr. Strange has discovered Batman's true identity and has captured Bruce Wayne in Arkham City, a highly secure and quarantined facility, and the new home to all the hardened criminals and filth that Gotham has produced. However, what sounded like a bad idea to begin with turns out to be just that, and things start going wrong quickly. Wayne finds out that Strange is handling something called as Protocol 10, which will kill everyone in the city and establish his supremacy.
Protocol 10 is ready to begin. It will be my legacy.
He starts investigating as Batman as to how he would be able to stop Strange, which basically involves fighting some nasty villains and their goons, along with solving some serious puzzles. And of course, along the way are some familiar friends and foes in a mind and body mashup.
Impressive, Batman. I doubted you would actually return.
I'm a man of my word, Victor. You don't want to do this, Freeze.
Batman Arkham City provides a lot of twists and turns to make sure that you are playing a Batman game.
Why do you keep doing this to me?
You would feel that the Joker is the main villain behind this all, but then you will be surprised. There is Dr. Strange, who is behind something called as Protocol 10. There is also the Penguin, Ra's al Ghul, and a very interesting sequence with Clayface. The story elements are straight out of the comic books, but some of the elements are especially close to the animated series. This is a full-fledged story experience where you don't play as the Dark Knight, you're almost the Dark Knight.
Touch anything along the way, and you will die.
While doing all this, whether he will be able to save Arkham and protect the good citizens of Gotham City is what the game is all about.
You will have to die.
The color palette and the art direction, along with the graphics engine, make sure that the awesomeness and Arkham City environment are brilliantly brought to life. The Batman mythos look and feel is in full form here, complete with the gothic setting, the dark noir elements, and characters who are straight out of the comic book and animated series. Like Arkham Asylum, the character designs are classy, edgy, and beautifully rendered. I especially liked Mr. Freeze and Catwoman because they are so painstakingly brought to life with some superior design and voice acting.
I guess we both know what Protocol 10 is now, right? If you're planning on stopping it, you need to hurry.
Arkham City is a feast for the eyes, and everything you like about Batman is deliciously delivered on a silver plate. Rocksteady has lovingly created this game with a color palette that can only be called as unbelievable. You will never want to leave Arkham City if given a choice. Every nook and corner of the level design has the mark of Gotham City on it, and it's great to see some familiar buildings like Ace Chemicals and Monarch Theatre. The setting, though dark and gritty, is immediately arresting with some excellent mood lighting and texturing. It seems the support of the Unreal Engine has really allowed the developers to take on the art and level design with a full frontal, no holds barred assault. As far as the look and feel is concerned, you cannot ask for more from a Batman game. As far as the gameplay is concerned, Rocksteady Studios has made sure that this is a top-notch game. Arkham City has an extremely smooth and progressive gameplay with an excellent balance of puzzle challenges and a truckload of action with some great story milestones. The controls are simple and the improved game mechanics are on full display. Especially when you are fighting off a bunch of goons, it's so cool to see Batman in action as it transitions from one action move to the other with some dynamic animation every time. You can rotate the camera during the gameplay according to your likes and have a different taste of the action whenever you want. The action is also beautifully choreographed with a lot of fluidity and speed. Even as you die several times in some of the most amazing boss fights, it is never frustrating and keeps you going on. In fact, I enjoyed all the places where dozens of goons pounced on me and I was like kicking their butt again and again.
The freaking bat!
Even during the puzzle solving sequences, Arkham City is never boring. It's tedious sometimes, but that's there to be. You're Batman, remember? All the gadgets are back and you're gonna need them from time to time. So don't just upgrade your suit and combos, make sure you upgrade the gadgets too. If you are interested in collecting the tonful of Riddler trophies that are sprinkled all throughout the game, you are most welcome. But they hardly unlock anything substantial. So personally, I concentrated more on the story and action to get in the game ahead. The detective vision is one of the most important features of the game. In fact, it's so important that sometimes you might get frustrated. However, it shows off Batman as this techno-savvy detective who can see through walls and sneak on unsuspecting goons because he discovers them before they do. With an environment so richly created, I always had to look through the detective vision when I entered a new area to see if there's something I need to check out ASAP. The Catwoman DLC is a must if you want to play Batman Arkham City. She has 4 episodes of a different story timeline. Her gameplay is extremely fast, fluidic, and her story is funnier.
Sounds like
the most refreshing part about Arkham City is the inclusion of the Catwoman DLC. She is on the prowl in Gotham City with an agenda of her own, and it's so much fun to play her as she jumps and crawls on walls kicking some criminal ass. She is super fast here in Arkham City and her gameplay mechanics are also different.
It appears we have caught our intruder. Teach her a lesson. Oh, tonight.
Her gadgets include a whip, a lot of caltrops and bolas with which she can whip up some delicious action. Trust her to entertain you with her fast and furious gameplay along with some very interesting wisecracks.
It's Catwoman!
Oh, come on. You're not seriously going to hold that against me forever, are you?
You killed them all!
They were just flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones. I know a place that...
She's a welcome change to her dark and brooding counterpart Batman, and is the lighter side of Batman Arkham City, without which, for me personally, this game is not complete.
Explosives? Not my style. You stick with the brooding, I'll handle the wisecracks.
Also, there's a critical point in the game where she has to make a decision of whether to save Batman or to quit Arkham City and be a free bird again. And that's a real meow moment.
That's all the keys. Next stop, the security room.
It's Batman!
The sound design wins a thumbs up for Arkham City, as firstly it creates the mood and essence of a game like this, and then it's got a soundtrack that knocks the socks off any Hollywood movie. If you ask me what Rocksteady Studios should be most proud by making Batman Arkham City is the soundtrack. It's got an awesome soundtrack which really brings the Batman story to life. Kudos to Ron Fish and Nick Arundel for creating a soundtrack as good as The Dark Knight.
Any last requests? How about a joke?
How about a trade?
Add to that some super serious voice acting from the likes of Mark Hamill, who plays the Joker, and you are set.
Where is it?
Manners cost nothing, Batman.
The sound design really comes out on its own in all the detective and action sequences, with the minutest attention to detail contributing to the overall Batman mythos experience. Traveling through Arkham City, gliding over the skylines, kicking a lot of ass and meeting your favorite villains is something that you'll always remember while playing Arkham City. This game has high replay value. There are a lot of things you can do, and while I completed the story mode of the game, I had only synced 33% of the total game progress.
Oh, come on! There's always something to learn.
So what's the verdict? Well, Batman Arkham City is one of the best games you'll play in 2011. It's a game that I like. It's got a great story, it has excellent gameplay features, and has got one of the best replay value for any game that you will ever see. It's got a ton of side missions which will make sure that you'll play Batman Arkham City for several months to come. At mygameplay.org, we will give this one a solid 9 out of 10, and I hope that Rocksteady Games will make a third Batman game and complete its wonderful trilogy.
I was trying to remember price you paid for truth in all of past lifetimes, in our last rendezvous, when we came face to face down by the railroad track. You were dressed as bloody wine. I was all dressed.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates on your favorite games. You can also visit www.mygameplay.org to catch up on all the latest content, and also write to us at Mihir@mygameplay.org with your thoughts and suggestions.